Why you're still at the company? Do you not realize you were fired? You still have the nerve to come to work today? You are incompetent. I couldn't trust you with anything.
Do you know what incompetent really means? I'm terribly sorry about that. I needed to leave the handover documents on your desk. But things were running late yesterday. With the amount of information, it took a bit longer than I expected. So again, I apologize that I had to come in today to deliver that. Were you able to check that all the documents were in order?
Yeah, I saw them. I put them straight in the shredder too.
What? Are you serious?
Do you really think I can trust you to make anything legible? You're so incompetent that the best I can hope for is a 4th grade level explanation. But this time it was even worse than that. Did you actually expect us to use your documents that you prepared? If you can call that preparing. Believe me, I did myself a favor by throwing what you submitted into the trash. We'll have to do everything over now.
But how are you going to take over for me this month if you have no idea what's going on? Those documents detailed everything right up to the last week I was working at this company. All the names of my customers' contact information. Why would you dispose of important information like that?
So now you think you can just tell me what to do? Like I said, I'm not going to refer to your sketchy information. You've really got some balls talking all big and saying I made a mistake. Don't worry about me interacting with your customers. I'm going to do a far better job with them than you. I can tell already I'm better off going about and building new relationships with all the clients. It's not like they like you anyway.
Is that so?
Yeah, and what about the apology email if you really had so much time to come to the office today? The least you could have done is write that.
Apology email? And what exactly would that be for?
An important client called me out for mistakes on documents that you were supposed to check. Don't tell me you forgot about those. Remember our deal with Big C Corp? There were mistakes all over those reports that they noticed, and now we're in deep.
Hold on. Weren't those supposed to be your reports? You were the one responsible for everything related to Big C Corp?
You really don't get it, Harry. You were working as my subordinate. Your job was to check my work as well as yours. You were unable to do that, and the customer called me out for it. Can't you see I took the blame for you here? If you had just checked the report, we wouldn't be in this mess.
In all honesty, I just can't agree with you here. You're saying that a junior employee is responsible for checking his superior's work for mistakes. Maybe I'm missing something. But the last I heard was that the superior is usually the one checking the subordinate's work. Isn't that commonplace?
You will need to watch how you're talking to your superior, Harry. I'm the one who makes the decisions of what exactly my workers are responsible for. You thought that all subordinates just decided their own tasks? Can you imagine that? An office run by incompetents like yourself.
I'm already going to be leaving this company, so just let me say my piece. I'm sure you would allow me to do that. At least I believe that you have no right to place responsibility on me for mistakes that happen based on your work. I was never told to check documents related to that customer. And now you're suddenly blaming me for it? Are you out of mind?
You cannot talk to your superior like that. Watch your mouth. I'm getting tired of having to explain every little rule and intricacy of this position. These are all things you should know. But apparently you're too incompetent to realize your role in all of this. But now it's too late.
I held back from saying this for all the time I've worked at this company. But now that I'm leaving, I can finally speak honestly. You cannot be blaming whoever works under you for errors in your work. You were the manager here. You need to take responsibility for yourself. It's ridiculous putting the blame on a younger worker. I feel terrible for whoever is going to be working under you next. Your management style is a joke.
Hey! Stop that! Just because I fired you, it doesn't mean I have to listen to you blabber on and on. Whoever the next person is that I have to manage. As long as they're more competent than you, they'll be in good shape. And the only one you should be feeling sorry for is me. I had to deal with your lazy this whole time. Thank God you're finally out of here.
What I'm saying is the truth, Tim. If you really think about it, you blame your subordinates for everything that goes wrong at this company. Whether it's your own errors on your own documents or annoying office jobs and paperwork. You throw it all to the person who works under you. Oh, and what about the fudging of company expenses? You've been writing off everything, haven't you?
Our company expenses are settled by myself and the other managers fair and square. Do you know you could get into big legal trouble for accusing a business of fudging expenses? That's a big claim to make from such a little man like you.
I have written proof, Tim. It's on the expense reports. Your weekly drinks with the other managers, putting up your family in hotels when they're in town, and even going to strip clubs with customers. All of that is written off as company expenses, isn't it? That's probably why that area of the budget is always in the red.
Can't say I know anything about that. Besides, what's the problem with having meetings out of the office after work? We even invited you to a couple of those meetings, don't you remember?
You call that a meeting? We just kept ordering pitches of beer and back-talking upper management. How is that productive in any way? Legality states that company expenses can be used for office gatherings. But what you used it for was far different. You went to the nightclub 17 times. And all on the company's dime.
Let me tell you a little something, Harry. When you're a manager, you need to do certain things for the company to succeed. You need to keep clients happy, keep the sale up. There's clear reasons to all of these things which you clearly don't get.
It seems like you clearly aren't taking the responsibility for this either. Not that I'm surprised at all. I even saw some gifts for customers being written on the expense report, when it was clearly things that you bought for yourself. Potato, chips, bottles of soda. Do those sound much like gifts for customer? I'd like to hear how you explain that.
Well, I did buy those with the idea of giving them to customers, but just never ended up doing so. I've got clients who love that kind of stuff. I just wasn't able to make it to them in time, so I ate them myself. Another perk of being a manager, I guess.
But you didn't bother to correct the expense report. Don't you realize you could get into real trouble for this kind of stuff?
God, I'm getting tired of hearing all your false accusations. Everything is within the rules. You're just a low-ranking employee. You wouldn't know what it really takes to run a company. And that's why you're getting fired.
I'm gonna say it once more, Tim. Do you realize that these things could seriously compromise your business moving forward? Do you realize that discussing business over enchiladas with my close work colleague is considered legal ground for a meeting in almost any company?
Stop before you embarrass yourself. By the way, any luck on finding your next job? It shouldn't be hard for such a shining example of an employee like yourself.
Well, I'll make that all then. As for my next position, I'll be fine. Things will fall into place. I planned to work at this company for longer, but it didn't work out. Honestly, I had real pride in serving my customers here and I believed in the product. I guess it just wasn't meant to be.
You had real pride? In that case, why didn't you actually try to do a good job? All I heard from your customers were bad reviews.
That's not true at all. I built relationships with all of my clients, one by one. I was able to deliver them excellent service and I stand by that. And all of those contact details were listed in the handover materials that I prepared. However, you deemed those as unacceptable.
I believe that incompetent was the word that I used. I'll make by just fine without that garbage that you prepared. Aren't you fired? Why are you still coming to the office? Just leave here and don't contact me again. I don't need your information or anything, just leave. What did you say to them? I'm serious, but I hear that you've divulged company information to any of our clients. You're gonna be in big legal trouble.
Hey, Tim! I didn't think I'd be hearing from you again. Is there something you wanted to discuss with me?
There certainly is. I just went to meet with one of your previous clients. Mrs. David.
Oh yes. How is he doing?
Not well, apparently. After he heard that you had left the company, he canceled his contract with us. You must have made some kind of side arrangement with him or something.
Side agreement? Are you being serious? Maybe he just appreciated the service I gave him during my time there. And he was disappointed that I was gone, I guess. We did build up quite a good relationship.
No way. That can't be it. You must have done some things. Come on, spit it out.
I really only did my job the best that I possibly could. If you're really suspicious of anything, all of the meeting notes are in the handover report that I left you. But you disposed of that, didn't you?
Just tell me. Was it something I said? What made him cancel the contract?
Actually, there was one thing. I'm pretty sure that Mr. David wasn't a big fan of you.
Are you saying that he didn't like me?
Yeah,
But for what reason would that be?
I think it might have been the way you're always blaming your mistakes on younger employees. Clients can see that. It's not just something that you and the employees themselves notice.
How would clients find out about that? You must have been the one to tell them, right?
That's company information. Never am I smart enough not to do something like that.
Then how did this happen?
Well, remember how you would call me when you noticed a mistake? You'd always be yelling right into the phone. Of course, customers can hear that.
You're supposed to make those kind of calls on the low, Harry. What were you thinking doing that in front of your boss?
I did try to hide the fact that my boss was calling me out over the phone. But they noticed nonetheless. I guess they just sensed that something was off between me and my boss when they heard the way we talked on the phone. They weren't wrong. And they all knew that it was you who was my boss. That's no secret.
That's why you don't let on about any of this stuff. Don't you know that's just common sense in a company? You shouldn't let clients sense that anything's off.
Frankly, I tried. It's just,
What?
my clients knew how hard I worked and really couldn't see where I was going wrong. So I guess they just figured that it was you after all.
How you became friend with these customers? That it made me look like some kind of bad guy. Like you do realize they are customers, right? They're not your friends as much as you might think. The only reason the customers got such a negative image of me must have been because of the way you were talking about me. What did you tell them?
I didn't tell them anything. They could see it in plain sight. Me having to apologize for mistakes that were clearly on you. The look on my face after getting off the phone with you. They could just tell.
No, I ain't buying that. You definitely said something you didn't need to. But I bet you were just bad-mouthing me when you met them.
Listen, I did go to greet them one last time. And told them that I had been fired from the company. I also mentioned that my boss, you, would take over for me. Then I mentioned the handover documents and that all further business would be handled by you.
That's it. Idiot. You were supposed to give me information about each client verbally, in person. You can't just write all that confidential information in some report. God, that must have been it. Because of your stupid decision not to fill me in on all of the client's preferences and whatnot. I didn't know how to approach them. This could have been avoided.
What are you talking about, Tim? I'm really certain that I'm not the one acting idiotic in this situation. I wrote information about each client in detail and made every point clear. So that you wouldn't have to spend hours and hours going over it. Why in the world wouldn't you look at that?
Enough. It's too late you set this up so that the client hated me. That led to our company losing a valued customer. So how are you going to make up for this?
I am afraid it's out of my hands now. Well, I guess I could just tell you.
Tell me what?
I guess Mr. David might have gotten a bad impression of you when I told him everything that happened. I said I was fired by my terrible boss.
What did you say? You actually said that?
Well, I may have made it a bit more colorful in the way I described it. But I was telling the truth. Never listening to what other employees have to say, spending company funds on your own. Private expenses, throwing responsibility on those under you. You're the definition of a terrible boss.
What?
I might have mentioned that they may want to think about canceling their contract to avoid having to deal with an idiot like you. They also didn't appreciate the way I was laid off with no prior notice.
I can't believe this. You must have bribed them or something. Why would they just believe everything a lower-ranked employee like you say?
Unlike you, I don't take part in shady business money exchanges. The reason they believed me was I built trust with them. I followed up whenever there was a problem and tried to work towards solutions together. They appreciated that hard work.
Just by doing that, you won them over? There must be something you're not letting on.
You could learn from them. I'm sure if you asked them why they appreciated my service, they would give you some pointers too.
You really are nuts, Harry. A little favoritism from customers and suddenly you're some kind of people-pleasing customer expert? You're unemployed now.
Oh, about that. Just before this, I got an interesting call from Mr. Harold. He was surprised that I had been fired. He wanted me to be happy to discuss a possible return to the company.
A return to the company?
Yes,
How is that possible?
I fired you. I wouldn't act so surprised just yet. He also told me that you'll be getting demoted.
What? Are you kidding me?
It seems Mr. Harold got in touch with some of the customers and heard some unfavorable reviews of the job you were doing. Not to mention a lot of customers were livid when they heard that my job was being taken over by you.
So you're taking over my job? What's going on?
Not so fast, Tim. I also took the liberty of telling Mr. Harold about the expense reports that I'd gone through. Needless to say, he was less than pleased. Outraged even.
Oh my God. How could you be so stupid?
I think you learned a valuable lesson through this whole thing. You might want to look in the mirror before you label someone else as incompetent. So now, facing your consequence you create. Have fun. Tim was contacted by the company and grilled on the shady business expenses. With receipts as proof to show that he'd really been using company funds for personal expenses. He was promptly fired from his role as manager. The company had no choice but to take Tim to court. He was charged with unlawful use of company expenses and forced to pay back every cent. Finally, I am unjustly fired from the company. I am able to contact and get back the customers. My workplace now is better than ever.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm all right somehow. I ended up getting stuck in the hospital though. What the hell is your problem?
What? You got a problem? You're fine, right? Then there's nothing wrong with it. So just give birth and be done with it.
You kicked a pregnant woman's stomach, okay? What are you gonna do if something happens to my baby?
It's pointless to think about the future. We should do what we do now. That's it.
Sounds like something some dumb teenager would say. So is it your duty to kick pregnant women?
No, my duty was to sit down.
What?
You were taking up so much space that I couldn't sit. I was exhausted today, so I had to sit down.
Taking up space. I was just sitting normally.
Hey, did you forget you're fat? I don't know if it's because you were pregnant or because you're already like that, but I didn't even tell you to give me the seat. I couldn't even squeeze, and so I didn't have a choice.
So you had no choice but to kick me. Even if I wasn't pregnant, that's assault.
What? Seems like you don't know who my father is.
Huh? How the hell am I supposed to know? I don't even know your name.
I'm Christopher Herman. My dad is Charles Herman. Such a shame that you don't know him. He's a famous investor in the area. He's got connections with the police too.
I don't give a crap. So what?
So I'm not afraid of the cops at all. Ordinary low-life people like you seem to rely on them. But they're on my side.
You're embarrassing yourself, you know that?
I'd be more embarrassed to live as an ordinary citizen. I can't imagine what your life is like.
I guess you were a group of your idiot's friends, I presume. So I guess you wouldn't be embarrassed.
My friends, they work for me. Not for money, though. But they follow everything I tell them to do.
Wow, you must be really proud of your dad.
You should be ashamed of yourself for being so ignorant. You live in this city and you don't even know his name. So embarrassing. Well, it's pointless to expect anything from a woman who lacks common sense.
Look who's talking. That Herman guy. He must have failed to educate his son.
Are you disrespecting my father? He has the power to make people disappear,
Is he gonna murder me? So scary.
In order to create the ideal society, sometimes you need to make sacrifices. You really don't know anything. I can't imagine how you've been living.
Yeah, no thanks to people like you. But an idiot like you shouldn't be trying to lecture someone about common sense.
Hey, how about you watch your mouth? You know who I am now, don't you? So I think you should change your attitude.
Why does the victim have to change their attitude?
It's not about you being the victim or anything. You and I live in completely different worlds, got it? Our family controls everything in this area.
So are you the one who decides who gets punished and who doesn't?
Of course. No one can oppose him in this city. So I can easily send you to jail. Is that what you want? You scared now?
Yes, very scared. I'm so scared to know the fact that an idiot like you actually exists.
You? Who do you think you are? I don't care what happens to you. You're fine with that, right?
You caused everything yourself. Can you stop snapping at me like that?
What? I kicked you because you were taking up all the seats. I'm about to get a job and I'll apologize, so just let it go.
You little brat. I'm gonna get you back.
What?
You sure are cringe. Why would I even know your family's name? You guys are nobody.
What? Nobody? Why are you getting so cocky? You're the one who's just some woman.
You're the one who's getting cocky. I don't want to make this a big thing, but you won't shut your mouth. I'm gonna be using my dad's name too.
What? Who cares about your dad's name?
His name is Alfred Walton. You should know his name, right?
What?
I said, Walton. I'm sure everyone in this city knows his name.
You mean that Walton? The famous investor?
Yes. What are you gonna do? You kicked his daughter as well as his granddaughter.
But you're lying, right? There's rumors saying he doesn't even exist in the first place. Come up with a better lie.
Your job offer has just been cancelled.
What?
You got a job offer from Ganby Technology, right?
What? How did you know that?
It only took me a second to find out. I just cancelled your job offer. Sorry for you.
What the hell? How can you do that?
Because of my father, duh. He's an investor in Ganby in the first place. He can't let someone like you join the company.
So he's real?
Course he's real. What kind of question is that? I'm gonna put an end to your puny life by all means.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were his daughter. I'm so sorry.
So what? If I wasn't, would you still kick a pregnant woman just because you couldn't sit on the train?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
You're such an idiot. Show some respect.
I'm sorry. It's true that I did something terrible to you. I'm so sorry, could you please forgive me?
You think I'm dumb or something? You're at your house now, right? Let's do a prank.
Huh? Hey! The security alarm got activated. What's going on?
I'm just playing a game.
Don't play with my house. Did you come to my house already?
Not personally, obviously.
What the hell? You're invincible.
You got nowhere to escape. Do you understand your position now?
I already have. I'm begging you. If my dad finds out about this.
I did some research about you, but your dad is also pathetic like you. Cover-ups, bribery. Seems like he's got nothing good going for him either. No one's ever trusted you in the first place, right?
Huh? No, that's not true.
Because the guys you were with. Did you realize they were filming the whole thing?
What? Is that true?
Yep. Aren't you gonna be in trouble if the clip gets out?
I'll be done for.
But I already got their contacts. They're gonna upload it as soon as I tell them to.
Seriously, what are you? I'm begging you, so please don't. If that happens, I can never recover.
That's not enough. I'm not sure you deserve a second chance.
Hold on. I'll do anything. So please don't let them unload the clip. I'll allow you to do whatever you want to them instead.
You really are a piece of trash. Actually, they've already just uploaded it. Too bad for you.
No way. Damn, they betrayed me.
You just did the same to them too. Now I know both you and your dad are trash. Now I can do what I want.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to your place firstly.
What? No, please hold on. Look, if you can't forgive us, why don't you call 911?
Huh? You said they're under your dad's control, right? I don't want to call them if they don't judge equally.
No, I just exaggerated it.
Anyway, you blackmailed me to not call the police. We need to talk in person, right? So I'm coming for you.
I understand.
By the way, don't even try to escape, okay? I said I was coming, but I'm already at your house. Well, I'm actually in the hospital, so I just sent some guys instead.
What? Why would you do that?
Why would I do what? You're the one who kicked me.
I'm so sorry about that. I was just getting cocky, being with my guys.
Is your dad home now? Can you both go outside?
What? With him?
Of course. You want to apologize, don't you? Then, why can't you do it with your father as well?
Sorry. I'm seriously feeling remorseful. Could you please forgive me?
Can you hurry up? What's taking you so long?
Okay, all right. I'll go outside right away. Excuse me. What is this?
Huh? What?
I got blindfolded and kicked out of the car in the middle of nowhere. And one of the guys kicked me in the stomach.
Huh, is that all they did to you? I'm disappointed. Anyway, can you come to the hospital to apologize?
I'd like to do that, but I don't know where I am. I have no idea what I should do. I'll never do anything like that anymore, so could you please tell them to come back?
Definitely not. You got a phone with you, so you should be fine. You can get back easily with it. Hurry up and come here.
But I got no money with me. My stomach hurts too.
So does mine.
Right, I'm sorry. But at this rate, I might die.
So what? Did you think I'd feel sorry for you? I thought they might even throw you in the ocean, but...
What?
Well, that's a crime. So we can't do that.
This is already a crime.
Anyway, just hurry up and come here to apologize. If I don't see you in front of me in 4 hours, I don't really care what happens to you.
How can we get there without anything in 4 hours?
I don't care. If it's impossible, then it's fine. I just want you to apologize as soon as possible.
Oh,
So get on it. Or I'll leak the proof that your dad bought your way into your university.
what? No, please.
If you don't want that, hurry up.
I'm sorry. But if something happens to me and I couldn't get there,
What? If something happened? Didn't you say you shouldn't think about the future? In the end, he didn't make it in time. He and his father's secrets got exposed to the public and they both got arrested. I don't know what they're gonna do with their lives now, but that's none of my business.
Olivia, are you serious about what you told me today? You really wanted to break up with me? Why did you do that? Please tell me what I did wrong.
Henry, it's not you. It's me. I just need some space and time to figure things out.
What do you mean it's not me? We've been best friends for years, and have been together for 2 years. I deserve to know why. You can't just dump me without any explanation.
I'm sorry, Henry. I just don't think we're compatible. We don't match. You're too good for me.
What do you mean we don't match? We've been together for 2 years, not just a few months.
I'm sorry. I don't think we're made for each other. I don't want to continue pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Lying to you is the last thing I want to do.
But we've been so happy. We've had no problems, and we've been planning our future together. Why did you wait until today to tell me? It's our 2nd-year anniversary day. Yesterday you even asked me what we should go on a vacation to celebrate our anniversary.
I didn't want to hurt you, Henry. I thought I could just ignore these feelings and continue with our relationship, but I can't. I don't want to lead you on. I don't want to waste your time.
No, you're definitely not wasting my time. Olivia, I love you so much. I can't imagine my life without you. Please don't leave me.
Henry, please don't do this. Let me go. I need to do this for myself. For now, I just want to focus on myself, instead of being in a relationship. I need to figure out who I am and what I want.
You can still focus on yourself while we're in a relationship. I never control over you or force you to do anything you don't want, or forbid you to do anything. We've been respecting our own private life and giving each other space to do our own things. You just need to tell me you need some space or some time to focus on yourself. Then after that time, we can spend time together again. That's how we've been doing since we started dating. Then why did you do that to me? Before we became a couple, we've been best friends for years. I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you either. We can still be friends. Lucas, you and I can still hang out together as how we did before you and I started dating.
I'm sorry. But I'm not ready to be friends with you at the moment yet, Olivia. Please give me some time to get over this first.
Of course. I'm sorry for hurting you. Take care, Henry.
Hey buddy. How was your 2nd anniversary? Did you two have a great night together, huh?
Actually, it was the worst day of my life, Lucas.
Why are you so serious? Did something bad happen?
Yes, it was really bad. Actually, I'm having a very tough time. I'm so glad that you contacted me today, man. I really need to talk to someone.
Henry, what's wrong?
Olivia dumped me yesterday, on our 2nd-year anniversary. I'm so devastated, and don't know what to do now.
What? Really? Have you tried talking to her and finding out why?
Yes, but she didn't tell me the reason clearly.
What did she say?
She just said we don't match, that we aren't made for each other. We've been together for 2 years, and we were best friends before that.
I can't believe this. Did she really say that? I thought things were going well between you two. Did she say anything to you before she broke up with you?
No, not really. Everything was normal until yesterday. That's why I'm so confused. Just the day before we still planned to visit Bali together for our anniversary. Breaking up was the last thing I expected. And suddenly everything came to an end.
Yeah. I couldn't expect it, either. You two seemed so happy together.
I know. We really were, or just I thought so. Now I'm not so sure of anything. I wonder what I did wrong that upset her, but I couldn't think of anything. Am I being too carefree?
No. You're not. Even if you're carefree, there's nothing wrong with that. Look. I'm sorry to hear you and Olivia were finished. That's rough. But you shouldn't blame yourself.
But I can't help it. Did she say anything to you?
No. I've been busy these days, so we haven't talked for weeks. But everything seemed fine when I last talked to her.
Why would she do this to me? I just can't understand it.
I know it's tough, man. But I think there's nothing else you can do now. You need to get over it and let go.
But I need to know if I did something wrong before I can let go.
Maybe there was no special reason, just like she said. Maybe she just really didn't find you mature anymore.
Maybe you're right. But I wish she would have talked to me about it earlier. I'm not just her boyfriend, but also her best friend.
Maybe there's something hard for her to tell you.
All right. I think Olivia and I are really over now.
Hey! You know what? Why don't we go to the beach for a vacation? I'll invite some of my other friends, too.
I don't think the beach is the right place for me right now. I just want to go to a bar and have a few drinks to forget about everything.
No, you can't go to the bar and get drunk. You need some fresh air, man.
I don't want to go, Lucas.
I understand that you might not want to go anywhere now. But sometimes it's good to change our environment and get away from our problems for a little while.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'll be able to enjoy myself with everything that's going on.
Look. I know you're going through a tough time, and I'm not saying that going to the beach is going to magically make everything better. But it might help you relax for a little bit and give you some new perspective and help you clear your head. We can also have some fun and make new memories together with our friends to forget about bad memories.
I guess you're right. Okay, let's go to the beach.
Great. You won't regret it. We'll have a good time, I promise. Remember to bring some clothes, because we're gonna stay for a few days, okay?
Oh, right. You're the owner of a homestay near the beach, right?
Yep, my friend. Now it's time for you to be my guest.
Hi, Henry. Are you staying at Lucas' homestay now? It's such a coincidence that I'm staying nearby. Can I come over?
What? Olivia, you just dumped me a few days ago. Why are you acting like this?
Why can't I come over? 3 of us have been best friends since childhood. You can't forbid me to meet my friends.
I asked you to give me some time to get over it first, remember?
Henry, I know we broke up, but that doesn't mean we have to end our friendship. I don't want to lose my best friends. Plus, it's been a while since I last met Lucas. I thought it would be nice to see you guys and hang out again.
I get that, but it's still painful for me to see you and pretend like everything's okay right now. I'm still hurting, and I need time to heal. And this is my retreat trip with my buddies. You're the reason why I need this trip, and I don't want you to show up and ruin it.
But I'm your friend. I want to hang out with my friends, too.
I said I need some time to get over it before I can continue to be friends with you, Olivia. I want to stay away from you for a while so that I can do that.
Fine. I won't come. Are you happy now?
Good. Take care of yourself. Bye for now, Olivia. Hey Lucas, What's wrong? You looked upset yesterday.
Yes, I am very upset, Henry. I just heard something that is unbelievable.
What is it? You can tell me.
I don't think you should hear it.
What is it? Oh my God. It's related to Olivia, isn't it?
Yes. Well, one of my other friends told me that he saw Olivia with another guy on the night before she broke up with you. He thinks she cheated on you.
What? Are you serious?
Painfully, yes. Do you remember my college friend John? That guy went to the beach with us.
Oh, yes. I remember him. What about him?
When he found out you and Olivia dated for 2 years, and just broke up that day, he told me he saw Olivia a few times with another guy at the hotel he's working. He also said that on the day we first went to the beach, Olivia was staying at that hotel with that man too. I don't know if I should believe this or not, because it's too ridiculous. But John is a good guy, and he's never lied to me before.
Wow, it's really painful. Actually, Olivia contacted me that night.
What? What did she want?
She knew you and I were staying at your hotel. And she wanted to come over and hang out with us as how we did before, because she was nearby.
What the hell? I couldn't believe she could be so shameless. How dare she do that to you?
I can't believe it, either. After all these years together and all we've been through. We've spent more than 10 years together, including the time we were friends.
I know. It's really messed up. And honestly, she doesn't deserve you. You're a good guy, and you deserve someone who will treat you with respect and loyalty. I'm so ashamed to have a friend like her now too, to be honest.
You're right. I need to get over her and move on. She really doesn't deserve me. But it's hard, you know? I thought she was the one.
I know, man. But I'm sure you'll find a better girl who will love you dearly. And I think we should distance ourselves from Olivia, too. I don't want to be friends with someone who would cheat on their partner.
Yeah, I don't think I can be friends with her anymore, either.
Don't worry, man. We'll get through this together.
Thanks a lot, Lucas. I'm so glad I have you as my buddy.
Me too, Henry.
Hey man, I still can't believe this is really happening.
What's happening, Henry?
You know, we're really gonna end the friendship with Olivia. I feel like I lost not only my girlfriend but also my best friend since childhood. It hurts a lot.
I know, man. It's painful, but sometimes friendships can end too. It's just a part of life.
But we had such great memories together. We grew up together, and our friends' parents were like our own parents. It's hard to imagine not being friends with her anymore.
Well, you still have me. Besides, we can't hold on to the past forever. We need to move forward and leave the past behind. There are so many great people out there who can become our new friends, and maybe our new partners too.
I guess you're right. It's just hard to let go of what we had.
I know it is. But you know, things change all the time, and everything has an end. We must accept the end of something to begin to build something new. When we let go of the old things, we can open ourselves up to even better things. You never know what the future holds, man. So let's focus on making new memories and meeting new people. Recently, you've already become friends with some of my college friends, right? Just go out and make friends with new people.
Yeah, you're right. I need to let go of the past and move forward and start a new chapter in my life.
Exactly, man. Life goes on, and we need to keep moving forward. We'll always have our memories, but we can't let them hold us back from making new ones.
Thanks, Lucas. You really helped me a lot. I can't get over this without you.
That's what friends are for, man. I bet you would do the same to me if I were in your shoes.
Henry, have you finished thinking about our breakup? Can we be friends now?
Seriously, Olivia? How can you ask me to be friends with you while you cheated on me?
What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous, huh? My friend told me you often went to a hotel with another man before we broke up.
Which friend? I know you don't have any friend besides me and Lucas. Don't lie to me.
What? You always look down on me like that, don't you? I have other friends, too, Olivia.
I know all of your friends. Stop lying to me. You just wanted to blame everything on me, didn't you? Is that why you made this up? For God's sake, I just want to keep being friends with you. It's good for you. Why so serious?
This is too painful, Olivia. I was so wrong to be friends and even fall in love with you. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Too bad. I just want to introduce a special person to you and Lucas. But I guess I can't now.
A special person?
Yeah. Since you two are my best friends, I want to introduce my new boyfriend to you guys. I also want you guys to congratulate me, because I'm engaged now.
What? How could you do that to me?
Why do you make a fuss about this? He's gonna be my husband soon, so I just want my friends to be friends with him.
You want me and Lucas to be friends with the guys you had an affair with?
He's my fiancé. I want all of us can be friends. And I just want to be like old times. I miss 3 of us hanging out together.
Olivia, that's not how it works. You can't just cheat on me and expect everything to be okay like this.
I said I never cheated on you. I met and fell in love with him after we broke up.
Is that so, huh? It's only about 1 month and you've already moved on and even got engaged so quickly? You want me to believe that?
I don't care if you believe it or not, but it's the truth. You have no evidence that I cheated on you, so stop accusing me wrongly.
Olivia, our friendship and bond were built on trust and honesty. You broke that trust when you cheated on me. And now you even lied to me and denied what you did wrong. I don't think I can forgive you, let alone be friends with you again.
Fine. I'm gonna ask Lucas then.
Lucas is gonna say the same thing as I just told you. We already agreed not to be friends with you anymore. And it was Lucas who suggested it.
What? How dare you stole my best friend?
You're saying it wrong. Lucas became best friends with me first, then he became friends with you because of me. So if I'm not your friend anymore, you can't still be friends with Lucas. Understood?
You sneaky jerk.
Oh, thanks for contacting me today, by the way. Thanks to it, I'm so over you now.
Henry, I miss you so much. I can't live without you. Can we get back together?
Olivia, why would you even ask that? Have you forgot everything you did to me? We're over now.
I know I made a mistake, Henry. But I then realized that I can't live without you. Please, can we just start fresh?
How about the little fiancé of yours? You cheated on me and then dumped me to be official with him. Why would everything come to this?
No, Henry. I didn't cheat on you. It was just a stupid mistake. I was going through a lot, and I didn't know how to handle it. I never stopped loving you. And he's a jerk. He's nothing compared to you. He cheated on me and left me for some hot chicks. I've never felt so betrayed in my whole life.
Shame on you. That's what you deserve.
Excuse me?
Am I wrong? That was exactly what you did to me, don't you remember?
Who cares? I just can't get over you and I want to know that you feel the same way.
Well, then I have to say sorry. I don't have any feelings for you, Olivia.
You're lying, right? You can't get over me so easily. I know you've been in love with me for years.
Well, it's true. I were in love with you, but not anymore. In fact, I'm already seeing someone new.
What? You're joking, right? Are you trying to get back at me because I dumped you?
It's over now, Olivia. We can't just go back to how things were before. I suggest you move on soon.
No! We can't end like this. I don't accept this. And I can't end the friendship with both you and Lucas either. You guys mean so much to me.
Well, you'd better accept it yourself. I gotta go now. My girlfriend is waiting for me.
Hey Lily. How is your guy? I can't stop thinking about that handsome face.
What? What are you talking about?
The guy that you brought to the house with you.
Wait. What? What do you mean?
Don't you hear that? Your friend looks so good. Unfortunately, I didn't even know his name yet.
Yeah, I get it. I thought you guys did have a chat.
Sadly, no. I had to meet my friend last night, so I just glanced at me. Plus, I just didn't want to introduce myself because I wasn't wearing any makeup.
Yeah, I also thought that you were out or something because you didn't come to say hi to us.
Did he eat dinner with our parents?
Yeah, sure, I did invite him to come over.
I got a glimpse of that handsome guy. Come on, Lily, just tell me about him. I need to meet him. Can you just give me his phone number?
Well, if you'd like, his name is Peter and he's my boyfriend.
Since when did you manage to get a boyfriend like that? I didn't know that you had a boyfriend at all.
I've had a boyfriend for a while now.
I don't understand why such a handsome guy would bother dating a girl like you. There must be a reason, or you must be lying to me.
Why would I lie to you about this? He's actually the son of the president of the company that I work for.
What did you just say? He is the son of the president? He must be so rich, right?
I'm not really sure what he likes about me so much either. He was the one who asked me out a couple of months ago.
That is unbelievable. Why would someone like him ask you out? So you're telling me that you're dating the future president of a company?
I am dating him, but I'm not sure if he is going to become the next president. The company I work for hasn't decided who's going to take over as president next yet. There's a few other candidates for the position and they're all very capable. I think the higher-ups are all still discussing who should take over next.
Did you bring him back to our house to introduce him to Mom and Dad? Are you guys planning to get married already?
I'm not sure if we're getting married, it's way too soon. We came back home for a different reason. He came home with me to talk to Dad about work.
What do you mean? Why would they want to talk to each other about work? They don't even work for the same company.
Actually, our companies became business partners recently. So my boyfriend's father wanted us to tell Dad about our relationship, as our companies are going to be working together in the future. So yeah, that's why I brought him over. We thought it would be best to talk about this informally.
Oh, so that's what he came over today? I still can't believe why he loves such a nerdy short girl like you.
That's a little mean. I have feelings as well, you know.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just telling you the truth. You're tiny and nerdy. There's nothing wrong with what I just said.
Being short isn't something that I can change. You're offending all the other short people in the world.
You're too funny sometimes.
Well, I'm glad that you're entertained. Have you heard enough now?
I would love to hear much more about how you guys met. Have you got somewhere to go?
Yeah, I need to go soon. I'm standing outside of my car texting you because I thought you had something important to talk about. I'm not going to drive and text at the same time. Just to tell you about how we met. I want to go home already. I'm tired.
Fine, go ahead and drive away. Hey Lily. We need to talk. You've been bringing Peter back to our parents' home pretty frequently.
Yeah, I guess so. Dad and Peter seem to be getting along really well. They usually watch baseball together while drinking some beers. I've been stopping by to pick Peter up after and save some cab money.
I see. That's why I've seen you both around so often. Did you both stay over yesterday night?
Yeah, we did actually. I didn't really want to stay over here, but he was too drunk to go home. I wanted to go back home.
Why don't you just go home by yourself? I think Peter prefers to stay here with me anyway.
What do you mean?
I guess you really haven't realized what me and him have been getting up to. You are just being used as a personal driver, by the way.
What are you talking about?
You really are dumb about these things. In fact, you always have been slow. I guess you still haven't realized what we've been doing inside that car you drive.
Donna, I still don't understand what you're saying.
You really want to know? Okay, let me tell you. Peter is a very passionate lover, isn't he?
What did you just say? I'm not going to tell you about our private life.
We had a lot of fun together inside your car the other night. It was so hot.
You're joking, right? Did you guys really?
Yeah, we've been going at it. I thought that it would be a bad idea if I slept with him in my room. Because your room is right beside mine and the walls aren't thick enough. I wouldn't want you to hear us. So I think you would have realized if we did it in my room. I guess that would be thrilling too. But maybe next time, we don't need to worry about your finding out. So that's why we did it in your car. It's been happening every time you two stay over here. We've been having so much fun together inside your car.
What? Are you serious?
I'm wondering how many times we've done it. I think I've lost count already.
You guys have slept together?
Yeah. And it's so funny that you didn't realize.
That isn't funny at all. I'm so shocked now. I guess now that I think about it. I thought that some of the things in my car had been moved around. It was because of you guys.
You're acting so surprised.
Of course, I'm surprised. Can't believe you two did things like that in my car. It's disgusting.
You're worried about your car? That's so funny. That's not what you should be angry about, Lily. The fact that he chose me over you.
Why did you sleep with him?
What do you mean? Peter is my type, you know. He is tall and has strong facial features.
But I didn't think you would sleep with your little sister's boyfriend. I was hoping to marry him.
That's not really a reason why I slept with him. Well, I thought it'd be nice to get married to a future company president.
I knew it. You were after him because of his position at the company.
I also thought it'd be kind of fun to steal him from you. It would be kind of satisfying to win him over.
I have no idea why that would be satisfying at all.
Well, you understand what's happening now, right? Peter is my boyfriend now. He is no longer yours. You guys weren't even engaged or anything. So don't hold a grudge against me. There's no point getting a lawyer involved either.
I wouldn't do that. I know hiring a lawyer for something like this is pointless. I'm guessing that Mom and Dad were on your side as well for this.
You're right. I'm impressed that you managed to figure that out.
You've always been the favorite child to them ever since we were small. Whenever we got into an argument, they would always be on your side.
Come on, it's not my fault that I'm much more likable.
It's okay. I understand everything that is happening now. I don't need a man that would cheat on me with my sister. So I've decided that I no longer want to have a relationship with Peter. I'm more than happy to give him to you.
What? It's kind of irritating. How calm and rational you're. But I guess I'll let you off the hook for today. You are the loser after all. I am the one that's going to be able to marry Peter. I'm going to be a company president's wife also.
I'm never going to come back to visit Mom and Dad again either. Would you be able to tell Mom and Dad that for me?
That's great to hear. Does that mean you're also going to quit working at your company as well?
Why would I quit my job?
Wouldn't it be kind of awkward when your ex becomes the president of the company? It's just a matter of time before he becomes the president. On top of that, he is going to get married to your sister. If I were you, I certainly wouldn't want to work at a company like that.
Well, I guess that's true. I think I'll decide if I'm going to quit once I've thought about it carefully. Right now, I need a bit of time to sort my mind out well.
You really are stubborn. Just quit straight away without even thinking about anything.
I had to live stubbornly to cope with living in such a toxic family. I think I'm actually happy that I finally have a reason to cut all of you out of my life.
What did you just say?
Anyway, I've got to go now. Bye.
Great news, great news! I am so eager to inform you.
What?
You should feel lucky to hear this. I'm pregnant. Me and Peter are going to have a baby together.
Well, good for you guys. Congratulations.
You should stop trying to act like you don't care. Peter already told me that you ended up quitting the company.
Oh. You heard about that already. I guess rumors like that spread very quickly.
I knew that you were going to have to quit. It would have been difficult working at a company with your ex as the president. You were so close to marrying a wonderful man like Peter. I'm sorry that I had to steal him away from you. Now you're just going to lose your job as well. That's just so miserable. How does it feel to have your life crumble away? You kind of deserve it though.
I think that there are some things that you are misunderstanding. There's actually some other reasons as to why I'm leaving the company. Also, Peter isn't going to be the next president of the company.
What did you just say? Stop lying to me.
I thought that I told you this all before you decided to steal him from me. I told you that he was just one of the few possible candidates for the position. At that time, the board was still in the process of discussing who should get the position of president.
What? I don't remember. That can't be true.
Well, you must have a pretty bad memory anyway. The new president was decided a few days ago. It was someone else, but who's better than Peter? The new president was from a separate department. She started working there around the time I joined. Everyone respects her a lot, and she is a very capable person. I think everyone is really happy that she was chosen to take over.
Wait. If Andrew isn't the president, then you have no reason to quit, right? Why are you planning to leave? And why did you start dating him if you knew he wasn't going to become the next president?
Well, I guess he thought that I was dating him for his money and his position in the company. There seems to be some misunderstandings between us.
What other reason would there be to date him?
I don't think that everyone has the same values and thought processes as you.
Then why did you start dating Peter? Tell me the reason right now.
To be completely honest, I only started dating him because he was very persistent. He asked me to go out with him so many times. At first, I thought that he just really liked me. But then later on I realized that he was dating me for a completely different reason. I was actually one of the other candidates to become the next president of our company. So Peter wanted to make sure that I wouldn't have a chance at all.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
He thought that if we got married and I became a housewife, then I would automatically drop out of the competition for the position. After dating me for a little while, he realized that I wasn't one of the major candidates for the position. And that's when he started to become distant from me. That's right around the time he started sleeping with you. I guess he didn't need to date me anymore, and so he stopped trying so hard. Even though he went through all the effort to stop me from becoming president, he didn't get the position either. It's such a shame that someone else got the position instead of him.
Are you serious about all of this? I thought he was going to be the next president. You tricked me. You told me that he was going to be the next president so that I would take him off your hands.
Stop blaming me for any of this. The only thing that I told you was that Peter's father was the current president of my company. Also, I told you that the next president was not confirmed yet, and that there were many candidates for the position. I don't know why, but you just assumed that he would take over the company.
Anyway, this is all your fault.
Stop blaming me for your actions.
Then tell me who the next president is going to be. I don't want Peter anymore. I'll go flirt with the new president and make him marry me.
But you forget that you're pregnant.
I don't care about it. I can trick the new president.
I doubt that's going to be possible.
I'm sure it's not possible for a tiny nerd like you, but for me it's going to be easy. You know how hot I am. I can make pretty much any man sleep with me.
I already told you that the next president of the company is a woman. Well, she's already married. So I think you might have some trouble.
What? A woman? Are you for real? How could that happen? It's not that unusual these days.
I think it's going to be a little difficult for you to try to find another man to marry.
I guess so. But Peter can get a well-paid position even if he doesn't become president, right? He's the son of the current president after all. I'm fine getting married to him as long as he gets lots of promotions.
Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Our company only promotes people based on their skills and how much they contribute. He's not going to get any promotions or rises just because his father is the current president.
Those rules are stupid. He should at least get some special treatment for being the son.
Oh, you need to know that. He was never actually one of the candidates to become the next president in the first place. I just found out lately.
That can't be true. He told me so many times about how he's going to own a company.
That's probably because he assumed that he would take over the company just because his father is the president. He just got ahead of himself and started boasting about it to everybody. In reality, no one ever told him that he would become the next president.
What is wrong with him? How could he lie about such an important matter? I thought that I was going to marry someone rich and live a luxurious life.
You should keep it in your dream, Donna. Now, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm leaving.
Wait, Lily. Lily.
After that, I'm very glad that managed to finally escape that toxic family. It is so much better for me mentally, and I am feeling very relaxed. I heard that Donna and Peter did end up getting married even after all that happened. The child in her stomach is not responsible for any of this. My sister still has major problems with how she treats other people. But I don't need to care anymore.